Hello people, and welcome again to our today's show. I know you have missed me. I have missed you too. It was not by kupanga that we don't come, but ilitupata tu, just like it happens. You know, time and tides happens for them all, and this came to us. And as most of you knows, and as I let those who do not know to know, we had a tough time. We had the hardest time of our lives. We had the worst time in life that you can ever think of, because we had lost our mom. And the loss of our mom, that is my mother-in-law, came to us with a shock. It came to us so abruptly. And just like I've been telling some of my friends who visited me that I don't feel like I was ready for this. But then I have learned many lessons. One lesson that I have learned is that you are never ready. You are never ready for death. There is no one time that you'll say that now it's enough, I'm ready for him or for her to rest. And that's the reason why I have not had time to be together with you. I've not had time to bring you content. I've not had time to bring you shows. But I thank all those who came visiting with us. I thank all those who sent their messages of condolences. And from deep our hearts, from deep within our hearts, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And may God bless you immensely. May God see you through all what you touch to do. May it be called blessed. May you find the favor of God in everything that you do. Whenever you have done something for people who needed you, know that you have done it for God. So may God keep blessing you all the time for the good things and the good deeds that you did for us. And also for those who gave their material, those who supported us financially. We say thank you very much, and may God bless wherever you got everything that you brought us. May it be in return in double fold. In today's show, I want to remind those who are new in this show that it is me, Millie Kihyu, and the show is Millie Kihyu Beautiful Life. And the show is about good vibes, it's about beautiful life, it's about happy times, it's about encouragement, it's about giving hope, it's about reminding you that life is still beautiful no matter what we are going through. We have gone through a very tough time, as I had said earlier, but amidst that, there are so many lessons that I have derived from it. That when you are mourning, you can find time to laugh, you can find time to smile, you can find time to see beauty of life when people are around you. When people come in your house to visit, when they are all over the place, you don't find like what has happened is real. You don't find like whoever has died is gone. You see like you have them around you. And when I remember the first show that we did with you about bad things happening, we said that sometimes we say things out of no information. We come to people telling them it shall be well. We tell them that we feel what they are feeling. We know what they are feeling. We know what they are going through. Lakini, we cannot understand it all. Until it has touched you, that is when you realize that it is true. There is grief. There is grieving, there is mourning, there is kuachwa. Like you start seeing things in a different way. We have a role as members of the society. We have a role as friends. We have a role as clergy. We have a role as people around those people who are mourning. And our greatest role is to make them feel comforted. Our greatest role is to make them feel they are not alone. During this time when we have been mourning our mom, I remember one day when my husband came and he could not speak a word. He could not say a word in the house, and the whole house was filled with darkness. I could imagine what was going around his mind. He was thinking about the good moments that he has had with his mother. He was thinking about the tough moments that the mother had to fight for their lives. He was thinking about the funny moments that they shared together. He was thinking about the hard work that the mother did for them to have what they have today. And I don't want to say that there is any loss that is an easier loss. Though it depends with the relationship that we have, even with our parents, even with those who are, even with our siblings, even with those who live, it depends with the relationship that we have. That is what matters, how much you grieve, how much you mourn, how much you feel the loss, depending with the relationship. But the relationship of a mother and their children is deep. Mothers go through hell and out fighting for their children. So I could imagine what was going around the mind of my husband as he thought about the moments that they shared with the mother. On the other hand, darkness filled the room as I was trying to figure out how much he will need the mother figure around him. And who is it that is going to offer that mother figure around my husband? That responsibility is left solely on me. And so I could think about so many things that he would expect me to do, just like the mother used to do. I was thinking about so many things ambazo anafikiria venye atacompensate. And I was asking myself, am I going to be sufficient for him? And so I pray so much that God helps me so that I can offer him a shoulder to lean on and a place to cry, because most of the time labda angekuwa na shida fulani angepigia mama yake anamwambia, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that. So many of the decisions consult mama yake because he knows that the mother has experience on such. I too would call, I would call the mother so that I can share with her the good times that we are having with my husband. I can share with her the achievements that we are having. But right now comes a time when that person whom you wanted to share your achievements, you wanted to share your fears, you wanted to share your joys, you wanted to share about your children, you wanted to share about the good moments that you're having, is no longer there. It is never easy. But when you're talking about it out of theory, it is easy. But when it hits you, that is when you realize that, yes, death is real. And one other lesson that I learned is that no matter what we are going through, no matter how much we may want to say that we have lost, no matter how much we may want to assume like, oh, sasa mimi nimefiwa, sina maisha tena, hapa mbeleni sioni any light, we must find the beauty of life. Because life will always be beautiful no matter what we are going through. And then I had to convince myself that now, so that I can stop thinking about these things, I must see life in a different way and look at the end of the tunnel. Is there some light? Then I take that light and try to rekindle the light that is going off, all the light that has gone off. Then another lesson that I learned is that when all is said and done, we don't have to remain at the graveside. Because at the graveside, we shall not find peace. At the graveside, we shall not find comfort. At the graveside, we shall not find any joy. We shall not find beauty of life at the graveside. So once we have been left, once we have laid them to rest, let us leave them to rest and go beyond the graveside. That is the only honor that we can give to those that have left us, by leaving the graveside to start new lives. And as we go to start a new life, let us not force the new life to come out. Because At the end of the day, you cannot force mourning to clear. Mourning comes and goes, but it does not just disappear the following day. I'm seeing myself, it is 1 week down the line, and I still have memories of the things that happened since my mom-in-law left us. I'm still having memories of the things that could have been done in a better way. I'm seeing things that during the burial, you look at the things that ulitaka ziende aje, zilienda aje. Unaangalia vitu zingine and you see like they did not go the way you planned. They did not go the way you wanted. And you keep asking yourself, was it in our home? Was it meant for us? Is it us who experienced this? And so, at the end of the day, you feel like you're denying it. But that tells us that mourning cannot disappear the following day. I'm looking at, it is a whole week gone as we do this show. It's a whole week that is gone, but the memories are still fresh. We are trying to recover from the loss, but somehow that loss is still hitting on us. We find ourselves sometimes seated in the house, tumenyamaziana, and we're like, tulikuwa tunataka kufanya nini? And then someone says, imagine yake nilikuwa nafikiria venye sijui on Thursday, sasa nafikiria venye sasa imefika tena another Thursday. You know, sometimes you find yourself going back to the memories of what has happened. But then I want to encourage any of you who is going through such moments, because the world has become so wild that we are having losses every day. Yesterday I traveled, and I tell you, the things that I saw on the way, I was like, this world is so wild. Like you cannot go quite a number of miles before you see, ni watu wamegongana, hiyo ni gari imegongana, watu wana bleed, watu wako hapo like wameumia kabisa. Then I was asking myself, do we have peace in this world? Shall we find peace in this world? Our peace will only be found in God. It's only in God that we can find a satisfying and a fulfilling peace. So I want to encourage all those who are going through such times like we went through. I want to tell you that we can still find beauty in life. We can still rise from the graveside. We can still find the beauty of another life without our loved ones. And I want to tell you that this one still will pass away. This will also go away. Hata hii itapita. Just like many others have passed, even this one will come and go. And I want to encourage you by telling you that even if you find it so hard kukubali kwamba it has happened, there is always a way God does it in our hearts. You may not forget any of the memories because we treasure the memories that we shared with our loved ones. But I want to tell you that beyond here, you can always find beauty. You can always find the beauty of life, because life is still beautiful no matter what we are going through. You might have lost a loved one in a very messy way, in a very painful way, in a very way that, but death is death. It doesn't matter ulipata accident ya gari, it doesn't matter ulilala ukaamka, it doesn't matter ulipata njaa maka ukakufa, it doesn't matter uliumwa uchungu maka ukashindwa kupumua ukakufa, it doesn't matter ulikuwa unatembea kwa njia ukaanguka. Death is death. When it comes, aina formula. Formula is life inakuondoka and you rest till eternity. So I want to encourage each one of us that if it doesn't come today, thank God. If it comes, accept as it has come. Ask God to show you the way forward. Ask God to take you to the next level. Accept that it has happened and let God take control of everything. I want to encourage you that God will never leave us. After the burial, you know, during the maombolezi, Watu wanakuja nyumbani, wanakwambia kwamba unajua sisi tutaondoka, tukienda mtabaki peke yenu, you know, tutaenda, tunaweza kosa kurudi, you know. But let me tell you, even if they go, Jesus will never leave your side. That is another greatest lesson that I have learned, because it's only God who walked with us, even after burying our mom. Even after having the ceremony done, it is God who walked with us. It is God who helped us to talk again about what had happened, to review the stories of how it happened, and even to accept to move on. We might not have moved on completely, but we are coming up. God has been faithful to us, and I want to give you that God. I want just to leave you with that God and tell you that it's only God who can see you through. I want to just give you a glimpse of what happened after of part of my memories during the burial of my mother-in-law, and I want to wish you a very, very happy time, even as you mourn your loved ones, even as you mourn your family, even as you mourn your friends, telling you that joy comes in the morning, and you'll find it because God is there.
This is not fair. This Tony, don't do that.
How does that feel?
It doesn't feel good.
Very refreshing.
Yeah? But anyway, I have come to release my stress because it was all over me. It was like all over my legs, all over my eyes. They were even swollen. After washing my face in this river, I have washed all my stress and never again to remember this day, because it will never again come back. But anyway, guys, life is still beautiful and life is for the living. I had a bad day, I had the worst time of my life, but life is still beautiful. When you come down here, it's so refreshing, it's so calming, like you feel so good sitting on this. Did I show anything? Nothing was seen. Hey! Woo, my cameraman is trying to look at me now. So guys, today was not a good day for me. It's the worst day of our lives, as we came to say the last respects and to pay the last respects to my mother-in-law. It is not the best. It is never, 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 never any time we want to repeat it again. It's the worst time of our lives. I'm really sorry for my husband, especially. I'm saying, may God give him peace, because he's really affected by the demise of his mother. And I believe that God is going to give us grace. God is going to give us strength again. And I pray so much that God gives me the strength to play both roles, the role of a wife and the role of a mother, now that the mother is gone. We thank you all who supported us, all those who prayed for us, all those who came visiting with us. And I know that the God who sees from heaven is gonna pay you a double fold of what you gave to us, anything that you gave, the moral support, anything that you did to us. May God give it back to you again and again.
So guys, sometimes unajaribu kujitafutia furaha, unajaribu kujitafutia like kuondoa stress, unajaribu kujitafutia like kujiondolea hizo mawazo. Go and look for ways zenye unaweza tumia. Mimi yangu nikiingia kwa maji, ninasikia like peace inanirudia. Nikiingia kwa maji tu, nikae kwa maji hivyo nione maji ina flow, I feel like my peace inatoka huku juu ikiniingia, and then my stress ina flow ikienda mbali. You have your own way of getting your peace. Mimi kwangu nikiingia hata kwa bafu nifungulie maji yote, nifungulie shower yote, maji inimwagikie hivyo, I feel like I get some relief. And I feel like the Spirit of God is talking to me nikiwa hapo kwa bafu, ananiambia it is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. And until next time, till next show, it's your girl Millie, and it's bye-bye and condolences to all those who have lost.